I'm having my roof redone right now, so you may hear some banging. Just deal with it. It's okay. I wanted to share a story with you. Okay, ready? All right. So, my biological grandfather passed away, and my grandmother was left, my blue, was left with 5 children. Everybody came from Rocky Mount, North Carolina, talking about, I'll take this one or I'll take these 2, give me one. And my grandmother said, no, my children will be raised together. Her cousin, Marianne, bought the house next door. And those women proceeded to knock down the wall and build one big house. So Marianne had her space. My grandmother had her space, plus more space for the children. This was row homes in Philadelphia, So time passes, and my grandmother is working as a domestic, aka a housekeeper, for a Jewish family. Now, there's a gentleman down the road, a gentleman down the street. This is Philly, so, we got streets. So there's a gentleman down the street, and he's been noticing my grandma, and, he liked the fact that she was taking care of things. So, and plus she's stunning, beautiful blue. So, he, in turn, started making sandwiches and handing out apples and such to her children. They liked the nice man down the street so much they brought him home. He said, when he met her, if you marry me, I will buy you a house with central air conditioning. That's the house that I grew up in. When I was very small, I used to catch them all the time, making out and kissing and stuff with no teeth in their mouth. But I had to feel good, like all lips and nothing blocking the way. Like, that had to be real nice. I used to like watching them, be sweet and loving to one another. My papa was very, very sweet and loving. Loving to me, too. He was my friend. He would take me to the bar. Oh, they're getting it in. He would take me to the bar with him, and the guys, with the nice lady behind the bar would give me milk, and I was able to sit there and listen to the men talk. It was cool. My papa got sick, and he passed away. And everybody worried, they worried about my blue. They worried about my grandmother, how she was going to deal with all of this. It was a lot to deal with, losing someone so loving and so tender and kind and sweet. And I watched her handle it. She just handled it. And the people came and they gave their well wishes and their condolences. And then it was just us. It was me, my mom, and my grandma. Man, that woman got down on the floor and started screaming. Screaming and crying, and I had never seen her like this before. And you would think I wouldn't remember this, but it was something that I can't forget. She screamed and cried and screamed until there was nothing left. She just was no more tears in her body. And then she slept. She slept for hours and hours and hours. I don't know, a day maybe? I don't know. As a child, I can't really tell you how long that actually was, but I'm telling you, she slept for a long, long time. And we worried. I know I worried. My mom kept saying, leave her alone. Leave her alone. And then she got up. She got up and she fried fish and she made some grits and told us to come and eat. And she laughed and she talked and she was blue again. It's a strength. It's a strength in Black women. It's a strength. What I learned by watching her grieve the way that she did, I learned that you have to deal, that you have to face, that you have to grieve, that there is a process. And I'm not saying that everybody could just go through the grieving process in a day or a weekend. Sometimes it just takes time. And it takes you and I to face it and to be completely authentic with it and not, tell somebody else how to deal with it. You have to, you gotta go through your shit. Because you don't want it to pour out. You don't want it to pour out on other people. You don't want it to stop you from, finding love again, finding peace of mind. You don't want the issues and heartbreaks of your life to make you forget that life is the gift. Life is the gift. The opportunity to start again, the opportunity to grow, the opportunity to hold on and revere moments that matter to you, that can affect and change someone else's life and help them to grow and see. I met a sister in Philadelphia. It was the day that I was honored with my name on the Walk of Fame, on Philadelphia's Walk of Fame. And we stood outside and we talked, and she had lost her husband. Sis, I don't know where you are, but I remember our conversation, and I pray for you that you have found a way to love and to live and to laugh and remember the good times and hold on to the things that made you glow. Because that's the point. God is in everything, glowing and growing. Just wanted you to know that.